Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Hades 2, where tonight we are pursuing our sixth handful of sand. As it turns out, we do need a little bit more. And the witch's staff has the thirst. So I reckon we're gonna take this out in the aspect of Melanoe. We've already got it leveled up all the way. It's powerful. We definitely already have a Chronos win with the aspect of Momus, and we are just the tiniest bit short of being able to afford the aspect of Circe. Yeah, this should be good. This should be a fine weapon. I also upgraded our silver spade because I noticed we had the resources for it. So a small chance to get an extra earth essence in case that's a thing we need. And then what else do we have to decide? So keepsakes. I want to level up new keepsakes, but I also want to bring something that is going to give us some legitimate strength, right? Some legitimate value on the run. I've decided to go with the Discordant Bow here because we've never done a run with it before. It's a little risky. I'm thinking we'll just wear it through the first biome, get ourselves a reasonable bonus damage output. We'll also take that much more, and that's maybe not a great thing to do on a night where you're learning new fights, but there are so many ways to get damage mitigation effects and extra health, and I'm going to trust. I'm going to trust that the damage bonus is going to do a lot more for us than the damage penalty will take away from us. And then familiar. So the thing that's bottlenecking us right now on our plants is not seeds, but rather plots. And I did not plant cattails last time, even though I definitely should have. We have cattail seeds. So I don't think Hecuba's coming along, because Hecuba's whole thing is extra chance of resources. I do want to use a different pet than I have been using, and I just want to observe their combat behaviors, you know? So with a damage bonus, extra critical chance obviously is pretty meaningful, and Rocky has a chance of giving us a bunch of extra medals, which I think we actually could use. Looking through the aspects that we have left to upgrade, like the aspect of Artemis requires a lot of silver to unlock, and then we need more silver to level up other aspects and stuff. I think we could still use a lot of metal. Ooh, we have the aspect of Eos available too. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock that, I think, just so I don't spend those resources, and we'll try this out next time, because we've done a couple of aspect of Moros runs now. I want to get some variation here.
Grant me the aspect of Eos.
We're not going to use it right now, but I am going to unlock it so I don't accidentally spend the resources. So I need to grab this. There we go. Okay, and I think with that we're good. Yeah, extra metal is a reasonable way to go for the night.
There's fear in the air.
We're just going for maximum rivals here, so we have enough fear to become Knight's champion.
Walk in the woods.
A pretty good idea what that means, but we'll all find out together.
The heart sigil.
That ugly Typhon. Not only is he getting all the attention lately, he's resisted all my charms. That never happens. But all he wants is this mountain, and not in a loving way.
I'm curious what her plan was with the... No, you know what? I don't want to know that. We don't need to know that. So glamour gain, obviously, it's a good solid gain in most circumstances. However, on this run, if we are focusing on special usage, we might actually be pretty far away from the enemies a lot of the time. Maybe we just take Flutter Strike or even Passion Rush. Flutter Strike will give us a good attack combo for mashing while we are still kind of developing. Yeah, it's a nice easy win for the early rooms. It hits really hard. Yeah, I don't feel too bad about that. I didn't change up our cards at all. I should probably experiment with more builds, but for the moment, it feels like we got things under control enough at least. Oh, I should absolutely have transformed that. I just mashed through that. All right. How much nectar do I have on me? Only 3? Have I given you... Here we go. Have I given you one yet? Wait, I guess I must not have, because he doesn't even appear on the list.
Lord Hephaestus, your services must be in very high demand. I'm grateful, and doubtless so are the Nocturnal Arms.
Look, I don't work for tips. Though ours ain't an ordinary arrangement, and ain't often lately I get new regular clients. So here, call it a trade.
I'm in your debt for this, Hephaestus, sir.
Okay, we gotta unlock all of those eventually.
Heard you talk to Mum and Dad face to face. Not even I get to do that much. Must have been right nervous meeting them. Or may have not, considering what you did to get there.
Okay. I mean, Smithy Rush is fine. Uncanny Fortitude is also fine. I mean, it's already better than a heart. Yeah, I guess I don't hate Uncanny Fortitude. Smithy Rush usually is pretty good. I don't know. Maybe I should have taken the Fortitude. Breaking trees over people is extremely valuable. All right, what about you? Do you have... Nope, we haven't gotten yours yet either.
Queen Hera, out of all the matters you could be attending to, you've chosen to aid me. I am honored and would honor you in kind.
Is there a wedding date that I should know about, or are you merely being generous with me? In any case, when I'm offered to, there's always a catch. So, here.
You truly need
She's so suspicious.
Pleased to have finally met in a more proper way, my dear. You bought this mountain of ours a bit of extra time, so we are bolstering our defenses as best we can. Thus, I'm beseeching you to hurry back.
Okay. Damaging effects from Olympian boons. So we can focus on trying to pick something like this up. We could aim for Hephaestus on our special. You don't usually want to take like a... Given that we have a very high raw damage value, a very high flat damage value, like a high percentage modifier would usually make the most sense. So that wouldn't necessarily play very well with extended family. I don't know. Maybe we can actually make use of Fine Line for this build.
Set.
Okay, and we should try to replenish our nectar supply a little bit here.
I'll take more of them than you.
Ah, hell.
Don't need assistance from you here, but how about we make things interesting?
Our build is not powerful enough yet for me to feel confident on this.
Come on out.
Then let's go.
Okay, she's being very slow to actually get to the enemies, so that's helpful.
Check your aim. It's settled.
Tucked away.
Fine, you win.
Alright, grab this so that after we talk to her, we can just dash for the room we want.
Across the fields of morning where the path descends to Tartarus. The monstrous creature there. Do you know what it is?
It's a problem. Can't always find my way to it, and even when I do, that thing forces me back. But don't worry. Got my eye on it. Better go.
Okay, well, she didn't want our path anyway.
A cutthroat king specially for me. Laughable.
Ow. That's a little not ideal. Oh, and as soon as I have help, all of a sudden he's like vanish. It's a shame the explosions from these things don't harm the cutthroat. That would be a fun way to defeat him.
Your little plan to slay me backfired. In the name of Hades.
Alright, whenever you run out of magic, prime 18 magic, and then refill everything that you have left. It's like fine. Engagement ring I think is okay. We could reroll here. A high rarity hitch on special would give us a pretty substantial percentage damage boost, right? Yeah, let's reroll for this.
Let's see what else.
Like 70%, or we could take Bridal Glow, which is going to heroic plus 2 levels. I don't actually even know. So for Smithy Rush, I think increasing the rarity increases the damage, and giving it levels decreases the recharge time. It could give us Flutter Strike. Honestly, like Bridal Glow is probably pretty good here. Alright, so our basic attack is real strong.
Silken finery, so soft, divine. I spin my thread. Oh!
Maybe we don't end up even playing a special build at this point. Like, our attack is really, really good.
Hey, I don't suppose you happen to see a woodsy goddess stalking through. Greenish attire, wielding a bow about her height.
I know which one you mean, my friend, and I know she's been nosing about. As a rule, I stay away from goddesses like that, even if they are your kin.
Goddesses like what? You make it sound as though you fear Olympus more than you fear Chronos himself.
Oh, I do. It's not Chronos that made me this way. If anything, I've grown more used to it with time. Now go find your woodsy goddess, and be careful not to lead her here, alright?
Also, when you're a spider, it kind of just makes sense to be afraid of everything, I think. A single fate fabric is not, like, very exciting. I don't know that any of this stuff is terribly compelling for us. Channel 40% faster, I guess.
It's just right.
Does something. Okay, this isn't bad.
It pains me to admit that there are occasions when love is not the answer, and a bit of sharpened metal can much sooner do the trick. In such matters, my Hephaestus can be of assistance, can't you, dear?
For you up anytime. And as for which year, most of the time. Now come on. Even when the situation calls for sharpened metal, you know how to get the point across.
Okay, blasts create a heartthrob. I think actually is pretty good. Yeah, let's take that.
I call upon the moon and draw you down.
Not even a monstrosity such as Typhon could resist you, little star. Your headmistress and I always knew of your potential. Now I have witnessed you live up to it and more.
You know, we have not really experimented all that much with Darkseid. It seems kind of unimpressive. Let's see if we can get it to become something powerful.
We We vanquished Typhon, at least for the night, my lord. Hermes ensured that I was well supplied. Plenty of gold for you lately.
Alright, let's see what sort of wisdom the hammer bestows.
Splinter and fall.
Well, you have to get really close to the enemies to hit them with the heartthrob. So your attack has more range and deals even more damage to distant foes. It's got to be the case that distant foes and nearby foes are not overlapping categories, right? Has to be. So we want to be doing our normal attacks from quite up close. I guess I'll take Shimmering Moonshot. I don't necessarily
A sturdy staff indeed.
have a good sense of what we're doing with our build at this point. Sacrifice boons will be offered as soon as possible, and your next causes you to gain something to gain 2 levels. So this would be good for if we wanted to like overwrite something. I don't know that I would want to right now though. I think we probably just don't spend any money here. Yeah, our damage output is feeling pretty solid so far. I will say it's a lot less safe to do this close-up attack thing on Hecate than it would be to spam specials at maximum distance.
Getting close to a breakthrough there with Gramps and Typhon and whatnot. Don't want to rush you, Em, but this is me. I just can't help myself sometimes.
First purchase costs less and another item appears afterward. I don't really love these. I think I'm going to spend my other
Worth
reroll.
the risk.
Epic Hasty Retreat's pretty tough. That's a pretty tough one to turn down. And then... oh man, that's interesting. So like... a duo boon... not a duo boon. 2 boons is really hard to pass up. I love a chaos boost, but I don't know that I'm passing up 2 boons. I'm a little sad that neither of these is Hephaestus, but not so sad that I'm skipping it, I think.
The gods and their petty squabbles.
All right, I do think it's easier to avoid Aphrodite's thing overall, so
Well chosen, girl.
while you have at least 2 of each element, all your common boons are rare. I mean, right now we don't have any common boons, but we'll probably end up with some. And we actually are quite close on this already. Cast inflict hitch and immediately deal damage is a very small amount. The hitch is obviously the valuable part of that. You know what? I'm going to take proper upbringing.
The sacred bond.
We've never had it active before,
Hold on, you might
and it's one of the few infusions that's still true for.
Snap. You want something else? Fine. You can have it.
Let's take it easy now.
Well, just the tiniest bit. I'm trusting too much. Oh, a new one spawned right in front of me. That's shitty.
Let's all just take a breath.
Now, I'll admit that was a fight I started, love. Though each time our passions run high, I think our relationship only grows richer for it.
Rapture Ring's not bad. Shameless Attitude, of course, is always. So your bonus damage is always good. Even more Heartthrobs. The reason not to take Shameless Attitude right now would be that I am hoping to get it later, right? And Rapture Ring, I think, is kind of always nice to have. Plus, this gives us a source of weakness, which we did not
Valuable for you.
did not already have.
Lord Chiron, I've returned. Rocky, go.
It certainly doesn't like really help me to have the bird do that. It's a 0 difficulty, impossible to fail task. But all right, whatever.
Hooked one. Another mover.
Tell me there's one more.
Only by gods.
Nope, it looks like we are unfortunately just short enough we're not going to be able to buy the palm as well.
I'll take it.
Alright, show
Shipments
me.
of those golden Chronos coins. I melt them down and dump the goop into the earth whence it came, so Chronos can make more.
Alright, I was kind of hoping I was hoping for Blast on special here. Furnace Blast is good though. Furnace Blast is very solid. We are for sure not spending gold on this stuff. Let's get to it.
Now for the test.
Hold. You have a raven friend with you. Birds seldom take to Erebus if they can even make their way. A spy, I thought at first, but no. Perhaps Selene sent him down to you.
This is Rocky, whom I found in a secluded glade nearby, all on his own. I know better than to trust inherently, though felt a strong connection to this one.
I likewise sense no ill intent from him. Our familiars may take on a variety of forms, no different from our friends or enemies. Let's see how well this one keeps up.
That's curious. I wonder if something's going to happen. Alright, managed to get in at least one quick full combo. Ow. Ah.
Daring little bird.
I can't believe I didn't get hit by the wave before that. Ow. Stupid bounce and projectiles.
See how strong our sisters have become.
Boy, that wave is really increased in effectiveness.
Here we are.
Obviously, I would prefer to be doing attacks, but it's perfectly reasonable for us to just be tossing specials out in situations where it's not safe. Ow. Boy, this is looking ugly. Yeah, this is looking real ugly, in fact. They're trying to corner us, and I don't care for it.
Let us try this.
Oh, come on.
Run, Malinois.
So, I don't know. That might not be dodgeable. Like, it just... The duration on it seems to be forever. All of forever.
Control yourself.
One left? Two left. Okay. Not a strong start for a run. I'm gonna lose a Death Defiance on fucking Hecate here. Oh, come on.
Well done.
You have grown strong. Although we've an eternity to hone our craft.
That's a really frustrating way to lose a Death Defiance. I dashed through toward what would have been her back, right? I dashed directly through her. And before casting, what I knew was going to be the two mooncasts out at a 45-degree angle, which I didn't figure it was going to be safe to stand in front of her during because we were too close and we were going to get clipped by the overlap. Before doing it, she turned like 135 degrees, which is just really frustrating. I must have dashed like a split second too early. And then to have her lose immediately after that really sucks.
For me.
Well, I guess I got my nightmare at least.
Overcome.
So the most important part of the night is finished. And if we were to lose out here, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it's not great.
There you are. The self-made queen of the gods bestowing you her boon. Is there not some mortal wedding she ought to officiate?
That would be a sicker burn if she had not already made it herself. So, we picked up the what do you call it? The things for those gods. So, in the interest of continuing to level up keepsakes that we don't have levels on here, while still taking something that does something, let's go ahead and take the aromatic file. I think I'm going to drink from the fountain now. It's a real shame this is one encounter. I'm going to drink from the fountain now, then swap over to this so that when we drink from this, it will turn the next common boon. I guess I don't know if that part scales up. Maybe it'll just be... Because you would expect the part that scales up to be green. But in this case, it's the blue colored text, I think. So yeah, if we drink from the fountain now, take this out, when it levels up, the rare will turn into epic. And then when we drink at the fountain after Skilla, we'll get a better upgrade.
Good.
Oh, I'm trying to interact with this thing. Honestly, I might take the Hydra. How much health are we missing? Yeah, we're missing kind of a lot. But also we heal for kind of... You know what? I'm going to hold on my money. Definitely don't think we're in a position where we want to be buying exhumed remains.
There.
So, our total bell buff ended up at 5% damage. Deal, but also take plus 5%. Oh, does it continue to increase for the entirety of the run? I guess I was understanding that the duration of the buff was the night, but that it would only increase while you were actually holding the bell. I guess we'll find out.
The water spouts.
Yeah, the delay between the dashes really caught me there. Alright. Transform. Okay, not a bad outcome.
Behold the stars.
So, special buffs. During Hex, your special gains your special boon. Death Defiance recharges when you Hex. Death Defiance recharges your Hex. Other way around. During Hex, cast deals more damage. Special deals critical damage to distant foes. That's interesting. I kind of like Horror and Dominion potentially on the way there. Let's head that direction. So an extra half second, plus 1% chance to dodge. Again. Let's go ahead and grab Dominion as we pass it. And then during Hex, deal 20% more damage. That's pretty good overall.
Selena's hidden strength.
It is decided.
Man, I really want to get some more bonus health. Do I want to get it so badly that I'm willing to pass up a Hera boon for it? Yep, and this did exactly what we thought it would do. I really need some. I need some health quite badly, but there are all kinds of useful Hera boons. I just need a little HP. Boy, my dashes are coming off so late.
My claim. It'll be all right.
I think this is probably a Narcissus move here. Like,
Be at peace.
we can go to the shop and we would be able to afford a boon at least, but I don't know if Narcissus can recharge Death Defiance. I sure would love it if he could. But if not, there's still an awful lot of stuff that we could get from him that would be useful.
No? The mirror sheen of the standing waters all about, revealed to denizens of Oceanus their full selves, to their horror or to their delight.
This is not a good view. Looks valuable, Rocky. Well done.
That is a hell of a pack. You gotta give him that.
Back, huh? There was this wonderful aroma in the air just now. Lilac on a summer breeze or something like that. I thought it was you, but it's just the gift I gave you before. Good stuff.
This aromatic phial you gave me does smell rather pleasant, doesn't it? I scarcely notice with all the brine and fishy odor around here. Though it doesn't seem to bother you.
Oh, I just tune it out, like all the rest. I give my undivided attention to me. And I guess some of it to you. But you don't stay for long, so it's okay.
Okay. Well, a boon and a mystery seed, or like mostly stuff that will help outside the run. There's something that we need a bunch of Nightshade for, and so this is interesting. I kind of think it's the boon and the mystery seed.
Kind regards.
Some seeds.
I like boons.
We meet again. I must admit, young lady, I had my doubts about you coming all this way to lend your aid. We ought to be capable enough to drive back Typhon on our own. But our latest battle with him might have gone differently if not for you.
Okay, I don't hate Lightning Lance. Lightning Lance is a very good ability. Also, you know what? Ionic Gain is probably pretty good. Yeah, we're still looking for a source of gain. I'll take that. I think that's very reasonable.
This isn't your domain.
Alright. Those guys is a high priority. I do need some kind of boon on my special. It would be nice to have, for sure. Wow, I got hit by so much of that.
Stick to the seas next time.
It's incredible how bad I am at dealing with that split attack. We do have Hestias. Yeah, right. That's what it looks. That's what it looks like when you have given them one. Okay.
You helped us beat that bloody monster down. Ah, if only I could have seen. You're really something else, hot stuff. Of course, our good friend Typhon's already begun on his climb back up. We'll just have to make it extra tough for him.
Specials Inflict Scorch is not very exciting. Glowing coal is pretty good, though. Yeah, I think I like glowing coal. And then... money versus palm. Mostly on the same side, but only mostly, which is very frustrating. I do appreciate that the special bounce can kill enemies that aren't even visible to you. 10% more damage on Flutter Strike is probably, it's got to be it, right?
That's better.
Oh my god, the cowardice. Wake up, dude. One of my least favorite gimmicks for enemies is the enemy that becomes invincible for some period of time.
Transform.
Okay, that worked out really well. It just like derives all of the... Okay, a Chaos Gate over this stuff is a total no-brainer.
I have blood to spare.
Like the only way it actually causes any challenge is by just keeping you in the fight longer. You know, usually with a bunch of other enemies around or whatever.
Rocky fetch. Thanks, little one.
It's just a really boring design, I think.
Once there was darkness all throughout the Underworld, but now Chronos works to reshape the realm to suit his preferences. However, there shall always be darkness here in this space, and I have made it visible to you.
Pure darkness. I'm grateful for this gift.
Okay, the way to make darkness means we will be able to figure out how to get our last point of grasp, at least. For the next 4 counters, you want to try to avoid attacking and then your cast deal bonus 1 billion damage. Slothful Will is a crazy amount of gain, but I actually think I'll probably die. This is a lot of evasion loss. This is probably going to be active during the boss fight. But we have our bouncing special, and it's still pretty good. And our casts and stuff, I think it's okay. Is it that time already? We're on location 22. Yeah, the Discordant Bell is still building. Interesting. So we might be about to actually go into the boss fight. Let's take the shop here.
It's Charon.
It is indeed that time already. Sadly, no food. Even more for Flutter Strike.
Hear me, on my authority.
We're not close to air quality, and our minimum, our damage is actually really high. Our raw damage per hit. It would boost the damage of Rapture Ring, I guess. But I kind of feel like maybe we should take Heaven Flourish. The word strike means special or attack. So Static Shock is also, it's just more damage. And it's an air toward air quality, and once you have air quality, buffing up the Static Shock damage obviously is very good. Yeah, maybe I'll take that instead. Alright, I am not feeling super sanguine about this.
Almost out of here.
Come to heckle us some more, lady. Well, it won't work. No matter what you do, this crowd thinks it's all part of the act. They're not just here for the music, but the full experience.
watching you and your band get trounced repeatedly is the experience you're seeking to provide. You artists truly do make sacrifices for your craft.
Nice.
That's right. I've given everything to reach this point in my career, to reach this very moment of this very stage, and I'm prepared to give even more. What about you?
Alright, so I think I'm going to try to avoid getting up in the drummer's area. We will shoot at the drummer from out here in the open.
This song's called Rock
I tried to iframe it. Oh. I can't believe I was still in range for that. What am I looking for here? I said I was going to kind of stay out of your area, but we can dip in for a second. Okay, one tentacle down. We've created a little bit of a safer area. Yeah, it's a good song. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Get me out of here. Oh god. Alright, we've done some good work. We've got about half the tentacles down. Oh god. Ow. It is really just like non-stop. There's always something about to hit you, no matter where you are or what's going on. Ah. That really sucks. Yeah, there's like, okay, and then expanding circles coming off of the tentacle attack because the guitarist flew onto the tentacle at the same time the attack happened. Yeah, the drummer's pattern is a fucking nightmare as the featured artist. Where's my... Okay, that's not a very good place for that. Alright, guitarist down. We have a little bit of safety up here. Okay. Come on, make it. Alright. That sucks. I was absolutely not watching Skilla. I mean, there's no way, right? Like, you can't be watching everything. Holy shit, just die! Jesus Christ. Okay, just a couple of tentacles left. Should be pretty easy from here until the final phase. That was fucking horrible. It's just like, there's too much going on. You cannot be seeing all of the projectiles. It's like, the drum pattern's happening, the guitarist is dashing around, the guitarist is firing projectiles, and then the projectiles are slow moving, long lasting, and bouncing. So they're still bouncing around while the guitarist is then dashing around, creating more projectiles you have to jump over, while Charybdis's body is shooting stuff at you, while you can't afford to be close to any tentacle for more than a second, and also the tentacles that you're not close to are each individually shooting projectiles at you. Like, the only way to make that fight manageable is to have super high burst DPS, and you need to, like, kill 2 or 3 elements immediately. And we just absolutely did not have that here.
With such a rousing show abruptly ended all too soon, the shades there in attendance are left to wonder whether to await an encore or a refund.
Passes on unrefundable, I think.
Obviously, the timing of our Chaos Boon did not help.
Reeks in here.
And I thought it was going to be ugly. This is part of the reason that I wanted to take the aromatic file, was that we'd be able to heal up significantly after that fight, because I knew it was going to be rough. So now I'm kind of thinking maybe we take the Gorgon Amulet, right? Athena may appear once this night. 4 encounters. My guess is she's probably going to appear before we level it up. She appeared right away last time. But who knows? Maybe we'll get it leveled up beforehand.
Should keep me company.
She might be able to do something for us. Echo might be able to do something for us. We're not, like, out of the run. But it's bad. I'm not gonna pretend it's not really bad. 119 health. Do I want to pay crowns for health for crowns right now? You know what?
Shiny.
I actually feel a little bit more confident fighting the enemies on the Field of Mourning than I do fighting the enemies even in Oceanus. We can make that all back up. I'm confident. I shall be very disappointed indeed if we don't even get to see the new Cerberus fight.
In you go.
Oh, we just hit the, I was like, why did all that happen? We picked up an earth element from digging, and it activated the have 2 of every element thing.
Smackers.
We are still 3 encounters away. Yeah, like I said, she's going to show up right away. We're still 3 encounters away from being allowed to attack, so... Well, 2 now. Alright, specials fire 2 projectiles but have lower range. Attacks hit 2 times. I mean, our attack hitting 2 times is really something. Yeah, and I don't think I want to reduce the range of my special attack. Would that be good at all? No, I'm going to take Mirrored Thrasher.
My staff.
We are still going to be very normal attack focused once our thing runs out.
These fields of mourning have some similarity to sprawling plains upon the surface, but the air hangs very heavy here.
Thank you for locating me even in such a place, Lady Athena. I wouldn't advise staying for long, even if you could.
And I wouldn't advise getting run through by my spear, yet at times it must be done. May your journey through this place take not a moment longer than it must.
You know what? I don't think I need to get run through by your spear, no. It's gotta be renewed faith, right? Like the situation that I have put us in.
I concur.
Thank you very much, Athena.
No mercy out there.
You want to stick around for... No? Okay. You know, at some point, like, I'll learn. Over time, I will learn to deal with the skill of fight. It'll still feel like a lot, but I really do think that, like...
And now my claim.
That is a fight where you are kind of getting DPS checked. It is going to be much more doable if you have good early burst than if you don't. Alright, I think I'm still kind of looking for Blast on special, honestly.
Oh, don't you hiss at me.
One by one, take it slow. Hey, dash. Ah. Okay, we should be able to clear out the little ones here pretty easily. We can get all the way over here. There we go. Time for an Omega.
I usually like snakes. Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, yeah, see, this seems pretty good. 15 armor in each location is certainly not bad, but I think I do want blast on special, and so we'll mostly be doing attacks, but we're weaving in specials every now and then, and 500 damage is significant. And then we're going to see Echo, which ought to be good for us, I think. And look at all these medals.
Hello again, Echo. How have you been?
How have you been? How have you been? How have you been?
Oh, you know, this place sure is a change from Oceanus, if you've ever been. About the only friendly face up there is that Narcissus.
Is that Narcissus? Is that Narcissus? Is that Narcissus?
Wait, your voice. You know him? Oh no. Knowing all his suitors, and knowing you're here in the land of the broken-hearted.
Broken-hearted, broken-hearted, broken-hearted.
That's it. We have to reunite them. Alright. Double the level of your highest level boon would be plus 5 levels on Flutter Strike, which is kind of funny. I'm actually just really curious how much...
You're the best.
The best. The best.
Okay, so it was another 10% for each level, right? It's getting pretty solid. Boon versus Heart and Path of the Stars is actually, I think, tilting this way for me. I do love boons. And obviously, the Hasty Retreat makes 2 boons, 2% dodge. Yeah, does that make me, like, deeply foolish for not going this way? I don't feel like we have a ton of health, and especially with us taking 10% extra damage on a fight that we don't know how to do yet, that we're going to be learning live. But extra dodge is also extra health. I'm gonna take the hex improvements and hope.
Show me the way.
Oh hey, Nemesis is down here. Oh, I'm allowed to attack again.
Life.
Alright, rank up on the Gorgon amulet is cool. I guess let's go meet them.
What a coincidence. These wretches were nothing. Back when we used to spar, almost never got a clean hit in on you. You'd always slip out of the way.
What choice did I have? One clean hit from you was more than I could take back then. But I've been practicing.
You're tougher, yeah. Though by how much? How about I hit you right now, and if you can take it, you'll get this nice reward I found. Deal?
15 damage. Yeah, oh, I'll take that. Absolutely, I'll take that.
Ah, good. You're welcome.
Interesting. That didn't seem to be scaled. I was expecting it to be, you know, actually like a couple points higher. But maybe it was scaled and I just wasn't looking at the numbers correctly. So I think we absolutely have to take tension, focus, horror, because we really want horror.
2 to go? It's cleared up.
Alright, do we also really want to try to get Sanctity? Yeah, I think so. It's pretty unlikely that we'll get there. It's unlikely that our special boon will matter on our special during Hex, because the duration of Hex is considerably shorter than the cooldown of our special boon. Yeah, I'm gonna cut straight across here. Now we only need one more small Path of the Stars to be able to get the other purple effect.
I'm ready for you.
Yeah, I don't know. That's okay.
Need to recharge.
It still doesn't really feel all that compelling.
I should be able to get out, I think.
Wait, there's a nectar back here still. So yeah, that extra damage on our attack thing is really is draining our magic very, very quickly.
Let me show you the way. See you in the crossroads?
Alright, feels like we've gotten a lot of psyche these last couple of runs off of just random shades, which is kind of nice. Furnace blast up, that's okay. And let's see what we get here.
Greetings.
Aside from 1% dodge, chain lightning effects bounce, deal 30% more damage and bounce more. That's pretty cool. Power Surge is going to trigger off of every one of my normal attacks, right? At least as long as I have magic. That feels hard to pass up. Hold on, what is it that's causing that again? I forgot that our blast effects are causing heartthrobs. That's cool. Yeah, Mirrored Thrasher. So every time we attack due to Mirrored Thrasher, we're gonna Power Surge. Probably just once. I think it's...
Be safe, Lord
well,
Charon.
yeah, it's probably just once. Okay, let's see what the nightmare version of this fight looks like. Cool, great. Ow. Oh god, okay. There's people right there. Like, there's essentially no safe zone. Oh boy. Okay, fire. Oh, there's so much fire. Oh my god, it's everywhere.
Did you come from?
Oh man, and these guys are the stupid mad skeleton bombers from the first game. What a nightmare. Don't get killed by the big dog.
He's calling off.
Ah, I'm invincible. Take that. almost got myself into big trouble there. Oh, I can't grab the ionic thing. He was standing right on top of it. He's checking his watch? What was that animation? Ow, that hurt. Yeah, it does feel like the Hex is like an almost purely defensive cooldown. Oh, this is bad. Boy, it is it's very challenging to find safe times to run to the font.
Spirits of despair, be gone.
Okay, that is a legitimately much harder fight, for sure.
The ever-burning Hound of Hell has finally cooled off for the time being.
You're looking better already. Some tears.
In a lot of ways, that is just the same fight, but like with the margin for error significantly trimmed down. Like the safe spaces to stand are just like much thinner. I don't think it's anywhere near the same difficulty increase as Skilla got.
The fear-invoking greater demons that took hold of Cerberus have scattered into dark recesses, terrified perhaps by the sheer might of our princess.
Yeah, perhaps.
I don't even really mind the heat.
Anything else going on around here? Doesn't really look like it. But yeah, actually, it's not just that there's lava. Like this really does look like it takes place entirely within the second biome from the first game, like the architecture and stuff. This is very cool.
My brother's biggest fan.
So we lost a Death Defiance there. It's not the worst that the things could be going.
The old service hall.
So now the question. What do we take with us to the final battle? Do I just Luckier Tooth? Because I do want to make sure we get there. The Concave Stone is an extra boon. Tooth is a 100 health. Death Defiance. I think it's worth remembering that we do have, a bunch of bonus damage on us. So I'm going to get rocked by Chronos more than we are used to, and it's also probably worth remembering that words. I had something else that I wanted to bring up, and now I don't remember what it was. Well, I'm sure it doesn't matter then. I think I am just going to go Luckier Tooth. I think that's probably our best. Yeah, that's probably our best shot for overall survival. It's one of these two. Minus 10% damage, and the fight is shorter. I think I'll take the Luckier Tooth. This feels safest to me. I will replenish my lost Death Defiance. And then we could wash a boon off if we wanted to. Yeah, I'm not washing off Hasty Retreat, obviously. Some of these are more compelling than others, but I think there's an argument to be made for, like, get that Gate of Ixion going. Pick up a Chaos Boon right away, and then it'll be finished by the time we get back to Chronos.
Not much farther now.
But I don't know. It's not that big of a deal that we're missing it, I don't think. I'm a little concerned about my
Ever-shifting chambers.
health level not being as high as it could be. You know, I feel much more confident when we have 600 max HP. But it's hard to argue with that damage, huh?
Fetch that, please, Rocky. Good job.
Yeah, so we have good burst damage, and then we just have to make sure we're hitting our ionic fonts.
It's me.
The monstrous hound of hell bears countless fangs as if to say, back off.
Chip away, Rocky.
Good
Appreciate the help. You saw what happened. What Chronos did to Mother and my brother and the rest. Where are they? Where is he holding them?
My knowledge of this is not up to date. He made everybody stop somehow. I saw them, still a stone, not petrified exactly, but ensnared in the great hall of the house. He must have stored them someplace else inside.
Even when I'm able to vanquish Chronos on a given night, most of the house is sealed off, and I'm unable to remain for long. How can we break them out?
Perhaps if you ask the Titan very nicely, he shall comply. Daughter, I know of no way to undo his work, and have no wisdom to impart. But this I can provide.
Life tax. I think life tax might be the last one of these on the list. So I'm inclined to take it for that reason, as well as for the fact that I think it actually is pretty alright.
Of course.
It won't be for naught.
Oh, I thought it was just outside of it. Oh, well.
Area clear.
Alright, taking some bad damage. But at least I'm immediately recharging most of it. Although obviously you'd love to save all that stuff for the actual boss fight.
Come on. Traitor.
I can't believe that hit me. Yeah, we're able to produce like a very large area directly in front of us, which everything that enters it dies immediately. After you use magic, restore it over 3 seconds for a total. Okay, I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't think it's relevant to our situation now, nor is any of this stuff really. But that's a cool item. You can see situations where you might buy such a thing.
Let's go, you sack of filth.
Yeah. Huh. Really not getting credit for attacks that I know are landing. Kind of annoying. And unfortunately, it's like super hard to tell where these coins actually are. One problem that this game has, it is that its representation of the locations, the precise location of things that are flying, is often sketchy. And the move again, or not. Maybe he won't ever do that. It's fine.
Who needs gold anyway?
Terrible amount of damage. Air quality is live now, and we should take it, because it'll affect the chain lightning and stuff. Also, maybe this. Now, I don't think we've ever pissed off either of these two before. I know we have Hestia. The Hestia thing's not too bad.
What's really?
So blast effects deal 100 bonus damage and are even larger. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Just look at the flickering, sorry mess we've become. But we've all got to pull our weight, don't we?
We fickle gods.
Boy, the amount that these enemies are able to just really kick my ass even through the storm of violence. Very frustrating.
So you got yourself a slap on the wrist. Might want to pour some nice cool water over that.
Snuffed candle. I think as usual, pretty good for the Chronos fight.
Just 2 more chambers.
This is going to be significant. I gotta be more careful though, given the amount of extra damage I'm taking from everything. You know? I especially tonight cannot afford to be eating shit so often. Try to make sure that these things go down before they can produce too many projectiles. Okay, 5 more points is pretty good. That means we can go ahead and grab Splendor, may as well. And then duration. During Hex deal 20% more damage. Even more dodge. I mean, even more dodge does help to offset the does help to offset the play that I'm doing a bad job at.
The sheer might of the moon.
But let's just focus on damage output. What if I just killed the enemies? What if we won the fight and that's how we avoided the damage? I don't know that I do want triple palm against just progress. Triple palm's not very exciting. I do love a large amount of small enemies with this build, though. Our ability to deal area damage is second to none, I would say. You know, we probably could use a little bit more money.
This was stolen from
And again, I have faith in our ability to deal lots of area damage.
Enough of that.
Yeah, pretty good. No additional damage and 89 magic. And then it's coins versus progress. Coins is probably right this time. Oh my god, why does everything have to be armored? I don't like no damage while I'm in dark form. It feels terrible. I'm invincible, so obviously it's, you know, it's still upside, but it is crazy how much damage we lose. Please, no more bags. Okay, nope, it's still all bags. All bags all the time.
Can't do it.
Okay, well, if this guy's gonna AFK, I'll just I'm not too good for this.
All right.
Health is a limited resource, y'all. Sometimes you gotta just take what you're being offered. Okay, looks like we got all the gold. So we have enough money that we could probably buy out the shop here.
This is it.
Okay, a little bit of moon dust. Sadly, no nightmare, which is what I would really have liked.
Don't be frightened.
All right, 50. We are definitely over the amount that we need to cap out. So here's the question now. Do we buy the moon dust or do we just go hard on fight prep? I mean, I'm feeling pretty strong. I think let's go ahead and... Yeah, let's buy the 3 moon dust. And then...
In the name of Hades.
This and the armor. Weaken effects are more potent. Okay, 7% bonus damage.
Protected.
I will take that. The rest of the words on that talent or that boon are irrelevant, and it's still very, very, very good. All right.
I'm home.
This fight, at least, will be the same as it has ever been.
You know, I'm almost impressed. Not only have you ransacked my father's domain and made war on Olympus, you had the audacity to deceive primordial chaos. That takes a spine.
Why, thank you, my girl. I must admit, I thought that chaos would be something of a bargainer, for I was willing to exchange their daughter Nyx for the 3 fates. But now I have them all.
You played the chthonic gods for a pack of fools. These eldest, most powerful forces in existence. Such choices may come back to haunt you.
Yes, you have come back to haunt me here repeatedly. You, the best that the gods of the Underworld and Olympus have to offer.
He said that in kind of like a mocking way, but I do keep kicking his ass over and over again, like... Maybe it wasn't supposed to read as mocking, but it still kind of did. Ow. Well, there goes my armor.
Consumed by darkness.
Yeah, again, the damage output is so bad. Speaking of bad, holy hell, the damage. Okay, that missed me, but alright. Good lord.
You little scab.
Okay, apparently I need to stop doing strategy tonight and let's just fucking spam. Yeah, I don't know, I'm getting hit by everything. It matters a lot less that I'm getting hit by absolutely everything when I'm invincible. Oh, come on. The circles appeared after I dashed. And they still caught me.
Hello, reinforcements. A mere shadow.
don't love to see him getting healed, but it is actually very difficult to find time to kill these damn things. There's kind of a lot going on in this fight. I don't know if y'all had noticed.
History repeats.
Not finished.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mash through him. I'm not. I can't fight for crap tonight.
Sad. Goodbye again. Only for now, my girl.
I don't know what it is. I don't have the hands, but what I do have is the math.
Curse you. And all the gods.
For Olympus.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it happens. You just like you're dashing, like your brain is recognizing the attacks, and then your hands are dashing into them. There's some sort of disconnect between the one end of the machine and the other. And I was not just taking damage in situations where I should be able to avoid the damage. I was inventing new situations to take damage in there. But like I said, fortunately, we just had so much raw damage output with level 10 heroic flutter strike with all the lightning and all the bullshit that the thing to do was to stop trying to dodge stuff and just get on him and mash the attack button until he was dead. It is perfectly okay to win the run in the math phase.
So much for the ravages of time.
All right, let's see if Zagreus has had any other ideas yet.
To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. Something beside the bed.
Uh-huh.
Gygaros. This must be it. Our bond is strong by touch alone.
Wait, can I take that home in this way? Does that make sense?
Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
I was gonna say it's cool that he managed to get a hold of it. That just means we have to get a hold of it. Now that I've taken it, does he no longer have it? How does this work?
It has to. I mean, why wouldn't it? Everything she says has happened will happen.
Well, I guess his bedroom, his actual bedroom, is on his side of the mirror, right? So.
Anyway, is that?
Zagreus, you did it. I found Gygaros waiting for me. So then it's true. Your choices and actions in the past
Affect the future. Don't see how come you're so surprised. I figured you expected this result. If I'm able to destroy Chronos in my time, before he takes control in yours, then everything will be alright. Won't it?
Well, I assume so, yes. Any outcome would be better than to be subjected to his reign. He's taken our family, thrown open the gates of the Underworld, struck Olympus. He deserves death in the mortal sense.
Okay, but isn't the thing that we've just proven that if Zagreus defeats Chronos back then Melinoe will never be built into the Chronos killing machine she is now, and so this opportunity will never arise?
I'll take your word for it. Though, tell me something. Let's say I go destroy the Titan Chronos as we planned. What happens to you? You're here because of everything he did, but the past will have changed your present.
Yeah, so we'll uncreate the circumstances in which the defeat of Chronos is possible, right?
No. If Chronos hadn't taken Father's throne, we'd be together as a family. He denied me a father, a mother, a three-headed dog. You. And some evening he'll deny you that and more if you don't do exactly as I ask.
Okay. It's just, it turns out I have a sister and I don't want to lose her over this is all. Though I suppose we'd meet again eventually. Anyway, this hurts my head, which is strange considering I'm in this nightmare sort of thing.
I understand. Communicating across time like this should not be possible. Not even Chronos thinks it can be done. But he is old and arrogant. He doesn't know the limits of his capability, which is our only chance.
So now I wait for you to contact me again, once you've infused our father's spear with some temporal nightmare curse, and I'll descend into Grandfather's fettered lair, where I'll drive said spear into his heart? Something like that?
Yes, something very much like that. Preparing Gygaros may take a little while, and I may have some difficulty reaching you until such time. But I promise you I shall return. Till then, be careful, Zagreus. Big brother. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
She's gone again. Big brother. Me.
I wonder if we'll actually get to wield it.
Should have what I need now.
Yeah, I'm really curious mechanically how this plan is going to manifest.
We're getting somewhere, Chronos. Soon all this may finally be over.
Prometheus, Titan of foresight. Yeah.
Hey, is everything all right with you, Dora? I didn't mean to upset you with talks of Titans when last we spoke.
I'm good, Mel. I don't get mad much anymore, really, and don't get weirded out either. It's just something about the name Prometheus. It's like it meant something to...
But Prometheus was imprisoned for eons prior to this point. If you remember him, it's from a while back.
I'd be ancient history. But I hardly remember yesterday. Don't know how come I'd remember something from that long ago. Not that I do remember anything from then, except...
Except what?
Just a feeling. But it isn't great.
I do wonder where that's going.
Let's have a look around.
So, we have now taken all of the boons from Hades. That's another 300 bones. I sure do have a lot of bones.
This night is ours.
Crowded.
I guess, like, at this point, maybe the thing to do is to start buying nectar and just handing out nectar to everybody in the camp every night.
Wretch again. Dissolution of time. Disintegration of monstrosity. Connected incantations, negating that which has already come to pass. And violently, terrible use of our craft.
But a necessary one. How did you discover such incantations? You practically know more of Chronos than he does himself.
When I learned of what Chronos had done to you and the rest, I refused to accept it, but I studied him nevertheless. Power always contains the secrets of its own undoing.
Even his and Typhon's.
Even his and Typhon's.
At last.
Alright, the bounties of the infinite abyss causes locations in Tartarus or the summit to sometimes contain a gift of night. An offering of jewels, moon dust, nightmares, chaos dust, or creature treats, which can be claimed if enough fear is in the air. Jewels, huh? Alright, so we still need to do cattails. I should have planted cattails. Eyes of night and darkness sometimes contain a moon monument or an unseen sigil. Okay, these are interesting. We certainly have lots of these resources.
Hear me, Selene, if you so desire. Aid me in finding that which I require.
Very well, then.
Okay. Curious to see those. I don't really care about this for the moment. So... we have enough mandrake, but we're short garlic and fate's fabric for that. We're short nightshade for necromantic influence, but also I think this is of, like, pretty low value. We need more scales? Snake scales? Serpent? I mean, I guess I don't know what they would be scales of. Okay, 1 point of entropy. And here, the disintegration of monstrosity, I'm going to need 2 more V-lenses. And also, this is how we prepare Gygaros. Okay. Yeah, some interesting stuff going on there.
You're here, Lord Charon.
I think I am going to do what I said, actually, and
arrived.
Buy a bunch of nectars.
Hail, broker.
Oh, you're only allowed to buy 1 nectar per night. Well, I'm going to buy 1 nectar. And then we're gonna... He wouldn't say no. Indeed.
Indeed, Lord Charon. May we soon restore the old customs between our families and bring about a new eon of prosperity. Do you think Arachne's going to be all right in all of this, my lord? The surface was no longer welcoming or safe for her, and now I fear that Erebus is not much better off. You're right. She's twice as resourceful as just about anybody. 4 times. Just look out for her, would you?
Hey, can't kill Chronos, can't kill Typhon, so what now? Keep doing this till somebody gives up? Thought we had a better plan.
The Titan thinks he took the upper hand by awakening that monster. But we'll turn that setback into our gain. Typhon is immensely powerful, a power we can use.
You really think the Titan would just offer up the key to his own undoing like that? Doesn't sound particularly smart.
The plan was always to exploit what he doesn't know.
Think he knows a lot more than you.
Yeah, exploit what he doesn't know and also kind of make a lot of assumptions about what he doesn't know.
You're trying to get me in trouble with Hecate or something. Why don't you take your bottle before I smash it and get your scrawny ass out of here?
I wasn't trying to get you in trouble, Nem. I was just... You know what? Forget it.
Okay, apparently we are not, in fact, doing that. Nothing more from you this night.
Back from Tartarus.
He would take it.
I'm most grateful, Goddess, and expect to knock this back at the taverna at the soonest opportunity.
No rush. Just as long as you enjoy it when that opportunity presents itself.
Your goal is within reach, Goddess. That much I know, just from how tense the good witch seems to be of late. Not to pry, but are you clear about what more needs to be done?
I believe so. I'd be inclined to tell you all of it, except you know how Headmistress gets about these things. Suffice it to say that the final phase of our plan is in progress.
That's all I need to hear. This phase is up to you and her. For my part, it seems you're able to get to where you need to be consistently enough.
Yes. Thank you for charting my course.
Anytime.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't know that you necessarily had a huge amount to do with it. Alright, so these things need another full run before they're ready to sprout. We still, it turns out, can't invite anybody back. Can I give you a gift?
Oh, come, Melenue, you need not influence me with such gifts. We have a task. Let us stay focused on it, no?
You have taught me to apply myself to many things at once, Headmistress. Why can't I stay on task while paying my respects?
Okay, that counts. So, we got a new prophecy prediction.
Let me see.
Confront Polyphemus with the knuckle bones. Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Also, probably just generally a good idea because he is kicking my ass every time I go to fight him. Well, I mean, he's not, but you know, the encounter is.
Out late again, huh?
Alright, we have a bunch of discard cards, right? Ooh. Okay, maybe I'm holding on to some Nightmare then. Because I don't know exactly how much more Moon Dust we need, but I would like that very much. So, I think with that we are done over here.
Halfway to Night's Gift.
And we did clear a run
Stick it to that Chronos guy.
with the Knight's Champion amount of fear procced up. So hey, also I guess you know what, you could have a nectar. Why the hell not?
Ah, the memories, young one. Your brother thusly used to favor me. and for his sake and yours, I shall accept this. Now please accept my gratitude. Hey, thanks.
You are most welcome, Commander. And hey, thanks to you in turn for your peerless insight and steadfast presence.
Halfway to victory, kiddo. But to earn the gifts of the Veil, one must conquer the Underworld and the surface realms upon a fearful night, each in turn.
Oh, okay. Those weren't two different levels to achieve. That was a list of objectives.
For the glory of the Underworld and the everlasting rule of night, I would do everything in my ability. Whether that makes me worthy of the gifts of the Veil, I know not.
Come on, what kind of attitude is that? You did the Underworld already, now you just gotta do the surface, and the gifts are yours. First one of them, at least. Come on, do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's worth a look. So, the thirst is on the axe again. You know, we've run with the axe a lot lately, I feel like. What would have us... we could go up. We just unlocked this new aspect with these, right? Hold on a second. Your Omega attack fires a Daybreaker that deals damage around it in an area every 2 seconds. A slow seeking shot that blasts nearby foes and copies your specials. That's interesting. I kind of want to just do this instead. We have been following the thirst, the dark thirst around, but we've played with the axe a lot lately. Yeah, and we don't have the Nightshade necessary to unlock the other aspect to even go for the change up in play style. So yeah, I might just do this instead. I'm a little bummed out by how small the bonus damage of spending Nightmare on this is. Like, I might not even put more Nightmare in. So I might want to save it for a weapon where the scale is a little bit more impressive. But yeah, I think we're gonna force this, meaning that it will be a run up to the surface, which is what we need. And we're gonna try it with rank 3 rivals and see if we can manage to find our way through Prometheus in that state. Yeah, it'll be something. That'll be a decent challenge. So I think with that, with that I'm feeling pretty done here. Are we actually at 500 Psyche yet? No, but we're getting really close. We do have an awful lot of moon dust to spend. What would be the best place to put it? We're short on feathers for divinity, but another level up on excellence is probably pretty reasonable. I mean, the centaur is pretty all right. We haven't been equipping Death Defiance, but maybe I should. It does seem pretty good. Hold on, let me flip these back over. So if we did want to run Death Defiance, I'd have to drop a 3 and a 1 or... If we just drop the champions, our ability to reroll, and we pick this up instead, obviously that's pretty significant, and it will only get more significant as we empower it, with the obvious downside that then we're no longer inhabiting any entire rows or columns. So I would have to, I'd have to buy the messenger somehow. Like, if we wanted to... I wonder if I could construct a different path. So when I turn off the sorceress...
The wayward son.
Wait a minute. You know, okay, here's a problem. In my head, I had, like, because you start in the top left, I think, I had been imagining this as you have to draw the cards out from the top left. I didn't realize you could... I didn't realize you could just turn on and off whatever cards you want. Well, holy hell, that actually is maybe a big change. I mean, that said, like, there's some pretty good stuff leading down from the left to the corners. Like, you don't want to lose persistence and death, right? Jeez. All right. Well, let me think about this a little bit. It does mean we can, like, do something like this, though. Have just a huge amount of rerolls. And then I don't have the centaur because we don't have any ones. But then I still need to drop 2 points. Yeah, the problem here is that, like, having 2 5s active is really expensive. I can just do that and pitch all of my rerolls with the ability to alter location rewards, but we can no longer reroll in the boon menu, which is, in my opinion, the most useful place to do it. And then, like...
The Huntress.
Huntress is bananas, right? Plus, how are you going to turn down plus 50% damage? Now, I'm not saying I don't have faith in our next run. You know, I'm just saying. This looks pretty good. So we upgrade this all the way, it would be 40% damage, minus 40% damage, plus 20% damage. It's good, but maybe I'd be better off just improving our rate of reward. It does feel like origination I am maybe undervaluing. I mean, it's expensive, but it's an effect that we're able to have active quite a lot, especially if we're being just a little bit cautious about it. So, like, what if no strength and no messenger? No, I do want messenger. I need to have something that costs 1. Well, how about Wayward Son? It's probably the one. Yeah, Wayward Son, of the 1 cost things, Wayward Son is clearly the best. You know, maybe I don't need the Boatman. I've been pretty stubborn about keeping this on. It upgrades by 50 per level, right? Yeah, so it can go up to 300. Maybe I undo that and do this instead. And then... Unfortunately, then we are not managing Divinity. And I do like Divinity quite a lot. I mean, I have the raw resources to just turn on Swift Runner and Lovers to get it back. And that's certainly not terrible.
Ashes of the past. Eternity.
Maybe like skip Enchantress and the rerolls for the moon is really why I'm clicking on this. I guess if I don't really care about Eternity, then it probably would be better to take Night to turn on the moon. And then I could also get Messenger or Sorceress if I want. If I don't have this, I have the Duo Boon thing. And what are we're doubled up on 1s, 2s, 3s, 5s. So with 1 more grasp, I could take on a 4. Like, we could just go ahead and get champions back, or we could take strength. Yeah, it might behoove us to just change things up a little bit. A 9% chance to deal critical damage with each move in an Omega combo. I mean, we certainly Omega combo with some of our weapons. If you take the Unseen, does that count as...
The Unseen.
It does, okay. And the Unseen's very powerful, no doubt. But I don't really want to be running without Divinity. Divinity's, like, incredibly rad. So we could go back to completing the top row. Like, pull Swift Runner for Sorceress. And then I need to drop 2 more points somewhere, but I don't actually have a 2 to drop. Artificer off becomes that. And then we have... Yeah, we have Messenger or Swift Runner. Probably Messenger. I still get caught on enemies every now and then, but I think I've mostly learned how to steer myself better, making this irrelevant. And cast making you impervious is cool. I really do wish that I knew what momentarily meant. I don't love that it's so mysterious about that. But this gets us crazy magic requirements, so we no longer even have to worry about gain. The thing about like spending 5 on the Unseen is it does feel like, why don't you just get gain? Right? And if we didn't want to do that, then we could like... We could grab our rerolls back and also take on the Furies. Oh, except I've oh no, we still got a row. I don't need the column. Yeah, this is something. This is a build. And then we go ahead and improve origination. Well, actually, I should improve the Furies, right? The Furies is a very easy way to deal a lot of extra damage.
I see it now.
Some origination as well. We're going to have to cook up a shadow to complete this. Which we do know how to do, right? What is shadow extraction? Okay, so I need to go buy 3 fabrics from the broker.
I've need of that.
I have a lot of resources. Do I want to do anything else before I do this? Because this is going to lock the cauldron. No, I think this is okay to do. Let's just commit the stuff.
Power to create. It's cooking.
Needs to cook for 12. We will definitely survive for 12. We might not make 31, but 12 should be no problem. Okay, is there anything else that we want to buy an upgrade for while we're here? Because we can afford to just purchase some more dust. I guess probably I should go buy 4 more dust for this. And then...
A new detail.
Okay, so what, 9 dust? Just make things a little bit easier on ourselves.
One, please. This strength is mine.
Okay, more eternity and more excellence.
Oh, I see. Wisdom of the ages.
All right, slightly rebuilt. We'll have a little bit less money to play with at the beginning of the run, but overall, I think this is good. And like most of the time, we can get our magic under control. The Unseen really is very powerful. but they have like you have a whole slot in your build for making it so that you don't need to use it, which is kind of funny. So, okay, I think finally with that, that is where we're going to call it for today. Sorry for so much just like tromping around base. But, you know, at some point I needed to re-examine that structure there for a variety of reasons. So, now that we've done that, when you come back next time, we're headed back to the surface. We need to collect some more bits from Typhon, and we'll see if we can even survive what's necessary to get anywhere near the mountain first. We'll see you then.